to your point about post-traumatic growth, what saddens me and I guess excites me or fuels my passion a little bit is I do a lot of presentations at different addiction conferences, from Georgia on up to, I haven't been down to Florida yet, but maybe, wink,
come on down.
Come on down.
Maybe there'll be an opportunity to come down to Florida, but from Alabama up to New York. And in these breakout sessions or on stage, I'll often ask people, okay, raise your hand if you've heard of post-traumatic stress disorder. Of course, every hand goes up. Okay, raise your hand if you've heard of post-traumatic growth. And usually it's maybe 20% in a good audience of people that will raise their hand. And then it shocks me. I'm like, okay, so you're dealing with people every day that have experienced trauma in their life. And now they have this negative, effect of maybe a substance or behavior, or a maladaptive coping mechanism. And you don't even know that from their past traumas, there's a potential, greener pastures. There's things that can be gained from that. So that, it frustrates me. It really saddens me for how many individuals maybe aren't even told about the possibility of post-traumatic growth because the people they're going to don't know about it. But then it really fuels that passion for like, this is something that we need to get out there. I want everybody to, be just as familiar with PTG or post-traumatic growth as they are about post-traumatic stress.
I could not agree more. Every therapist, we have to take psychopathology, and that's, diagnosing disease, diagnosing disorders. And we can become I see so often we become so focused on pathology, and it's sort of like being a gardener who only knows about weeds.
Mm-hmm.
And
I love that analogy.
Fortunately, we're able to influence that. We're, in Hanley Center and the work that we do, and we can, recognize that we can step away from the emphasis just on pathology and on illness and recognize. And I think that's one of the things that's really important message for clinicians, for therapists, for physicians, for medical folks and clinical folks to hear is that, we may have been overtrained in focus. If whatever you focus on is what's going to grow. And so if the only thing you focus on is the problem, then man, what a huge opportunity we miss.